Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. My name is Susan Churchill. I'm so happy to be with you today. Every day we're bringing in an overall intention, and the theme is peace. So today is peaceful joy. So we'll bring in peaceful joy today. How's that sound? Feels good. So let's just move into our beginning position for our Qigong practice. So we stand with our feet shoulder hip distance apart. Hi, June. Good morning. Feet are parallel best we can. Feel your connection to the earth. Bend your knees a little bit. Let your spine be nice and straight. Tuck your chin in a bit. Let's pull our shoulders down and release, and then just kind of let them fall where they may. And so if you just wiggle, your arms are just going to move as if they're ropes hanging down. Hi, Shelby. Hi, Martha. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Shelby, send me a DM. I haven't forgotten you. The electricity went out and I went to bed early last night. Thanks. So I put you on my schedule today. All right. Spine nice and straight. Feel yourself just softening, and your body is holding its position effortlessly. And see with our minds. Let's take our elbows out a little bit. Fingers are separated. Remember to smile. Smile stands for start my internal love engine. Tuck your chin in a little bit. And see if we can feel the connection from our feet down into Mother Earth, and from the top of our head out into the universe. So we feel ourselves as that bridge between the heavens and the earth. And when you start to feel that connection, automatically some little bits and bubbles of joy will come up and just start bouncing from the knees, happily jumping in, up and down, but with our feet down on the ground, but feeling as if you're jumping up and down on a trampoline from the earth to the heavens and back. You can imagine yourself doing lots of tricks. I couldn't do much except bouncing down and bouncing up, sitting in different ways or doing the twists. Wasn't quite brave enough to do flips at that time. I might have to go and have someone teach me how to do that. That'd be fun. Put that on my bucket list. But you can imagine you're just jumping up and you're just as free as the people who in the circus can do all of those things. And your cheerleaders and all that kind of stuff. And so imagine you're just having so much fun while you're bouncing. Let's take our hands over our head for 5 minutes of bouncing with our hands up over our heads to live to 100. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Martha, if I didn't say hi yet. Breathe in through the nose. How deep of a breath can you take? And breathe out through the mouth. Let's do the ocean wave exercise. So we're going to pretend we're sitting at the ocean and we're breathing in, and that's the wave coming into the shore. And it's not a rock, it's just a really gentle wave coming in. And then as we start to breathe out through the mouth with the tongue still touching the roof of the mouth, the one layer of the breath goes, and then another layer, and then the water, you can see it going down with the color of the sand. And as you're breathing in and out like this, you're going to allow your body to breathe for you because it's been doing it all this time. So your in-breath might be 2 or 3 or 4 seconds, and your out-breath may be twice as long or 3 times as long. Just allow it to happen. And when you do that, you're actually going to help to soften the muscles and tendons and ligaments and everything within your breathing area. So especially the top, but also the diaphragm. Because you know the diaphragm's needed for us to breathe. And so that's going to affect everything here in your lower torso. So I think it's basically your arms and torso, and then we'll let it go up to our head and all the way down to our feet. And let that freedom of breathing continue. And we'll just notice that for the next 2+ minutes. And as you're breathing in, how about we notice the peaceful joy that we're breathing in and out. And joy is the color of reds and pinks. So let that pink and red joyfulness come in through all the pores of your skin, into every cell. Can you feel it going through your head even? Opening, softening, breathing out, and you're more softened, you're more open. Let it come down from the top of your head into your eyes and ears and tongue, into your throat, your C7, and down your whole back and out your arms and fingers and your legs and your toes. And let everything soften from the outside in, from the inside out. Feel the parts of you that are the light and the energy. There's only a little bit. We get confused because it seems like we're solid. But there's only a little bit that's matter. So let's bring in the joy, the peaceful joy into all of that energy, into all of the chi, the air, the spaces. And how light do you feel now? We'll take our hands down slowly and go side to side. And slowly unwind. Take a few breaths in and out. We could do those laughing breaths. Shelby says they're having storms, so you do a very light practice, no meditations, no deep meditations or anything if you're in storms. So I would go very, very lightly. You might just want to do the bouncing and tapping today and not get into the deeper part of the practice. All right, let your shoulders drop or keep your eyes open. That's another way to not go as deep. All right, now let's pull our shoulders down. See how that feels like, and release. Hi, Dorothy. And we'll do our shoulder shrugs. So lift the shoulders up, head back, scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Breathe, tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Release down. Feel the spinal fluid coming up to bathe your brain. Happy brain, and pull the shoulders down. And release. And lift the shoulders up, and head goes back. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Breathing in and out. And release the shoulders down. And pull the shoulders down. And release. Okay, one more time. Lifting the shoulders up. Head back. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Breathing slowly, deeply, gently. Release the head up. Shoulders come down. Spinal fluid goes up. Feel chi going up from the earth through your entire body out into the universe, and taking with it any extra energy you no longer need as something beautiful. You can feel it rippling out through you and out, and you're lighter and lighter and lighter, and almost coming off the ground as you pull your shoulders down to release any extra stress that may have collected there. Okay, tap the cheekbones. So let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beginning of the eyebrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cup the top of your head. Cup the base of your head. Come down to your C7, and you can do a pinch and release, or you can do a massage or a combination. We don't want to hold it too long because we have our blood going through, but it can be, Master Lin has taught us this spring or this summer that it can be very good for helping to release stress before it goes any further into our system. So awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, and let's clap our hands. Cup the inside of our left elbow. Let the chi move freely. Underarm, left side. Switch. Window of the lungs. Cup your kidneys. Rub with the backs of your hands and the palms. And then just hold. Feel the warmth from the palms coming in to your kidneys. And sometimes you'll feel coolness, and that can mean your kidney system's a little too hot. And so you're helping to release the extra energy out. So see, it can do both. You can add energy in, or you can release energy out, and it's automatically going to do that to bring yourself back into balance. We're tapping the tailbone area, and then we tap the hips. We come down to the knees. Cup the top of the knees. Reach around to the backs of the knees, cupping forward. Cup both sides of your left knee and both sides of your right knee. And then coming back to center, let's lift ourselves up on our toes and down on our heels. Avoid this if you're pregnant. You know your back, so do what's comfortable for you, and you can do kind of a rocking motion, so you're not slamming down. We don't want to slam. We're stimulating the connection between our earth, our earth and our feet. Let's do 2 more. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that's the active exercises. And now we move into, pardon me, bringing stuff up. But good burping is good, all that kind of stuff. You might get little pain that goes through. You might have actually, I have something that goes, whoa. And that's all good because your chi is moving through, opening up blockages. All right. If you're zooming around a lot, then give yourself space between your furniture and other people. Okay. So feet, shoulder, hip distance apart. Just feel what feels right for you, how wide your feet want to be. Feel yourself rooting down into the earth. Bend your knees. Your spine is nice and straight. You can tuck your tailbone in and out to let you feel that release in the back. And then your shoulders find their little place and they come down. Elbows out. Stretch your fingers. Flatten your toes or stretch them out. And do a mega stretch for a few seconds to stimulate the 12 meridians in your body. That's 6 starting in the hands and 6 starting in the feet. And release. Feel as if you're holding a little energy ball with your hands. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. We say the password, I am in the universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. Connect to your master, to what's most divine for you. Tongue still touching the roof of the mouth. Change your breathing to in and out through the nose. And so peacefully and so genuinely ask for what you want. We're bringing in as a group peaceful joy. Peaceful joy. Gentle, peaceful joy going through every cell, every tissue, every organ, through all our thoughts, all our words, all our communications with ourselves and with others, all our emotions, bringing that peaceful joy into every part of our day today. All our expectations, all our worries, all our anxieties, we're going to bring that peaceful joy in to temper it all. And then we take our right hand over our upper chest, left hand over the lower dantian to give us another time to do this. So we've got space between our body and our hands. We imagine a column of light from the top of our head to the bottom of our torso. And we can feel it maybe. Usually I think that, and then my hands just kind of come out a bit, like I'm hugging it. And this is a great way to get yourself rebalanced. The top of the body and the bottom of the body are yin and yang. And then our hands act like that. And we actually are kind of forming, see that? Forming a yin-yang symbol. So allow yourself to take some deep, gentle breaths in and out. And think peaceful joy. And then we're going to move into the 4th movement of Master Lin's 5-element practice. We take our hands, so we've got all our fingers touching the opposite, make a little heart shape, and then bring it in front of your lower dantian. An easy way to do it is to just go up and down until you feel the point where you don't have to do anything. So your elbows are out. Won't work if your elbows are like this. So you got to have your elbows out. And now you don't have to hold it in place. It automatically is having a little extra pressure on the fingertips. Keep your weight on your left foot, okay? And then stretch your right foot out about a half a step more. And then bend your knees. I like to bend more because I feel more steady that way. But you can do however you want. So again, I'm on my left foot, I stretch my right foot out and bend at the knees. Elbows are still out, holding that position of the hands. Then breathe in and allow the wave of your breath to kind of drift you over to the left side as you breathe out. As you breathe in, this is breathing in, sorry. And then when you breathe out, allow your body to glide or lift over to the right side. And you'll just continue that for the movement. And everybody likes this one, so we're going to do 5 minutes. Because it's contentment, isn't it? It's bringing in contentment where everything is okay in this moment. The color is white. We're helping heal our lung system. The lungs, the nose and sinuses, the skin, the large intestine. How about that? And go as gently and slowly as feels right for you today. Breathing in contentment and white light through every pore, into every cell and tissue. And if you have your eyes closed, let yourself deepen your meditation and experience what contentment feels like in all of your cells. And let's extend from the lungs and sinuses and large intestine to every other part of our body. When we help to get one of our systems into balance, it positively affects every other system. So this one, for the lungs, we're bringing in contentment, and that helps us to release and transform. Or maybe think about it as transform and release. I suppose that would be the right order. Any depression, any sadness, any grief. So when you think that, you may automatically slow down because you want to take advantage of that. Everyone has these experiences to one degree or another. And sometimes we push all of that down. But pushing it down doesn't have it go away, and it can actually lead to, chronic conditions. So you are safe here with us to let a little bit release. To whatever your comfort level is. We are all surrounded in and breathing through peaceful joy, so we can open up the grief, sadness, and depression to release gently with peaceful joy on the wings of peaceful joy, leaving the happy memories, leaving the love which stays always, just releasing the emotional part, which can sometimes do damage to our systems, to our lungs. When you're in that feeling of grief, you might gently remember how it can be hard to take a breath. We don't have to go deep into that feeling to release it. We just allow that to happen and release peacefully, joyfully, And you're like, how can you release sadness and grief joyfully? I don't know, but let's let that be a possibility. My mom once said that it was a blessing that I could feel so much for people. So let's think of it as a blessing for how you felt so much love and compassion for whatever has brought you that you had this grief or sadness or depression. And remember that that wonderful part of you, that love is right there, and that stays. We're just going to release the emotion which can be keeping you from living your most happy and blissful life and bright life right now. Okay, come back to center. Breathe in through the nose. Let's breathe out through the mouth with a get some sound out there. And let it go. And you can do om. Om, if that feels good. Or you can just cry it out. And throw it up. Get that out. And breathe in and smile and feel that joyful feeling of your heart. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's release our hands down. Feel and gather all the chi we cultivated. Let it spin, let it rip. And it quickly turns into a tiny little energy pill. And since it's almost Halloween tomorrow, I'm going to make mine a little ghost. And put it deep behind the navel. Rub your hands, rub your face. Feel the joy, feel the love of everyone you've ever loved. Everyone who's ever loved you is coming here to bless you as you rub your face and a little heart shape. As you rub your ears and distribute the feeling of all that love and all those hugs from everyone you've ever loved and everyone who's ever loved you. And we breathe in so gratefully and allow the universe to just drop in gifts of peaceful joy that we can happily and freely distribute to everything and everyone and into all of our emotions and our thoughts today. And healing for all our friends here, especially for Shelby, I called you Shelly. And everyone else who's put in anything else of concern. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings. So there they go. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye.